Have you ever stopped to think about how the internet impacts your life on a daily basis? It's a question that tends to boggle the mind, especially when you consider the internet's humble beginnings. Let's journey back to the 1960s, an era of innovation, revolution, and the birth of ARPANET. ARPANET, or the Advanced Research Projects Agency Network, was the first network to implement the protocol suite TCP/IP, which became the technical foundation of the modern internet. Initially, it was a military project born out of a need for a communication system that could withstand a nuclear attack. However, it soon found its way into the academic world, where researchers began to see its potential for sharing and accessing information. The 1980s marked a significant shift. Universities and colleges around the world started to connect to this growing network. It was no longer just a tool for the military or a playground for researchers. It was evolving into a global communication system. But the internet as we know it today really began to take shape in the 1990s with the birth of the World Wide Web. This was a game changer. The web made the internet accessible to everyone, not just researchers or the military. With the introduction of web browsers, anyone with a computer could access a world of information with just a few clicks. In a matter of 3 decades, the internet transformed from a military experiment into an academic tool, and then into a household necessity. It's a testament to the power of human innovation and the insatiable desire to connect and share. From a military experiment to an academic tool, the internet has come a long way since its inception. The next step in this digital revolution was marked by the birth of the World Wide Web. The World Wide Web, a term we often interchange with the internet, brought about a new era of information accessibility. Picture this, it's the late 80s, and the internet, while revolutionary in its own right, is still a complex cryptic beast, navigable only by the most tech-savvy among us. Then enters a British computer scientist named Tim Berners-Lee, who, working at CERN, the European Physics Research Centre, envisioned a more user-friendly internet. In 1989, Berners-Lee proposed a project that would radically transform the internet landscape, the World Wide Web. Unlike the labyrinthine command-line interface of the early internet, the web was designed to be intuitive, with clickable links and accessible pages that even the least technically inclined could navigate with ease. But Berners-Lee didn't stop at creating the web. He also developed the first web browser named World Wide Web, later renamed to Nexus, and the first web server. By 1991, the World Wide Web was open to the public, and the global sharing of information skyrocketed. This new platform of information exchange spurred an explosion of websites. From a mere handful in the early 90s, the number of websites grew to over 1 million by the turn of the century. Today, there are over 1.7 billion websites in existence, each one a testament to the transformative power of the World Wide Web. But with such a vast amount of information came the need for organization. Cue the search engines. These digital librarians like Google, Yahoo, and Bing use complex algorithms to sift through the seemingly infinite web pages, delivering the most relevant results to our queries in mere fractions of a second. The World Wide Web democratized information. No longer was knowledge confined to physical libraries or elite institutions. It was and still is right at our fingertips, accessible to anyone, anywhere, at any time. With the World Wide Web, the internet became a global library, accessible to anyone, anywhere, at any time. Do you remember a time when you couldn't instantly connect with people all over the world? It's hard to imagine, isn't it? The internet, this vast network of interconnected computers, has given rise to a digital landscape teeming with social media platforms. These platforms, from Facebook and Twitter to Instagram and beyond, have drastically transformed the way we communicate. In the past, the exchange of ideas and information was a slow process, often limited by geographical boundaries. Today, however, these boundaries have been obliterated. Social media has allowed us to connect with people from all corners of the globe at any given moment. Now we can share our thoughts, our experiences, our photos and videos, and even our location with just a few clicks. But this transformation goes beyond mere communication. Social media platforms have also reshaped our perception of the world and ourselves. These platforms don't just show us what's happening around us, they also reflect back to us who we are and what we value. Take, for instance, the like feature found on most platforms. It's a simple mechanic, but it's one that can shape our self-esteem and our understanding of our place in the world. The more likes we get, the more validated we feel. And on the flip side, the fewer likes, the more we question our worth. It's a subtle yet powerful feedback loop that shapes our self-perception. Moreover, these platforms also influence our worldview. They expose us to a diverse range of perspectives and experiences that we might not otherwise encounter. This can broaden our understanding of the world, making us more empathetic and open-minded. So while the internet has certainly transformed the way we communicate, its impact goes much deeper. It has changed the way we perceive ourselves and the world around us. It has brought us closer to distant cultures, introduced us to new ideas, and made us more aware of our shared humanity. The internet, through social media, has transformed not just how we communicate, but also how we view the world, and surprisingly, ourselves. Have you ever thought about how many of your daily activities involve the internet? Not just your phone or computer, but your fridge, your car, your watch? Welcome to the realm of the Internet of Things, or IoT for short. It's a world where everyday objects are connected to the internet, capable of sending and receiving data. Your alarm clock doesn't just ring to wake you up, it's synced with your coffee maker to ensure your morning brew is ready by the time you're up. Your smart fridge can track the expiry dates of your groceries and even order fresh supplies when you're running low. And that's just scratching the surface. The IoT is all about automation and enhancing our daily lives. It's about creating a seamless interaction between the physical and digital worlds. Imagine a future where your car not only navigates the fastest route to your destination, but also finds and pays for parking. Or a world where your fitness tracker not only counts your steps, but also connects with your doctor to provide real-time health updates. But the Internet of Things isn't without its challenges. As we connect more devices, we increase the potential for security breaches. Privacy becomes a concern when everything from your toaster to your thermostat could potentially be collecting data about you. And what about the digital divide? As technology advances, we must ensure that everyone has equal access to these innovations. And then there's the issue of data overload. With billions of devices constantly collecting and sending data, how do we make sense of it all? How do we ensure that the information we gather is actually useful and not just contributing to digital clutter? But despite these challenges, the Internet of Things holds enormous potential. It's a testament to the pervasive influence of the internet, a force that's not only changing the way we communicate or access information, but one that's integrating itself into the very fabric of our daily lives. The Internet of Things is a testament to the pervasive influence of the internet, a force that's integrating itself into the very fabric of our daily lives. So, where is this all leading us? What does the future hold for the internet? As we peer into the crystal ball of the technological future, several exciting possibilities emerge. The internet, that global network of interconnected computers, is poised to reach even more corners of the world. We're looking at increased global connectivity. Right now, roughly half of the world's population is online. But what about the other half? The future could see the internet become as ubiquitous as electricity, reaching even the most remote corners of the world. And as the internet expands, so too does the potential for advancements in artificial intelligence. We're already seeing the beginnings of this, with AI taking on tasks from customer service to data analysis. But imagine a future where AI is integrated into every aspect of our lives, understanding our needs, making decisions, and even learning from its experiences. The internet could become more than just a tool. It could become a partner, an assistant, a friend. But of course, the future isn't all roses. With these advancements come potential challenges. Privacy, for instance, is a growing concern. As we integrate the internet into more aspects of our lives, we expose more of our personal information. How will we protect our privacy in this hyper-connected world. And then there's the digital divide. The gap between those who have access to the internet and those who don't is a pressing issue. If the internet becomes as crucial as electricity, how do we ensure everyone has access? As we continue to intertwine our lives with the internet, it's crucial to consider the direction we're heading. The internet, as we know it, is continually evolving, promising a future that's as exciting as it is unpredictable. The future of the internet holds both promise and peril. It's up to us to navigate this brave new world, shaping the internet into a tool that benefits all of humanity.